If you're looking to buy cheap FIFA coins, go and check out UFIFA and you can use a discount code EGHD at the checkout to get yourself 8% off your order. What's going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to the top 10 overpowered cheap strikers in FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. So what we're going to be looking for is players that you can put into your squad for a maximum of about 2,000 coins. I think there's one player that's about 2,500 coins, but apart from that, this whole list is pretty much discard price or about 1,000 coins. So hopefully you guys should be able to buy them and put them into your squad. Obviously, this is my video, this is my opinions. I might have missed a couple of good players out that could have made this list. If you think there is, make sure you leave it in the comments and you guys can discuss that in the comments as well. I'm pretty sure the top 10 I've made here is a solid top 10. It's a list of players that I've actually used and I can vouch for, but also players I've played against who I've struggled to defend against because they're actually really good strikers. If you guys want to see another top 10, make sure to drop a like on the video. Let's get 500 likes, and also leave me in the comments what other top 10 would you like to see. I have already covered the top 10 deadliest strikers, which is pretty much the top 10 best strikers in this game that you can play as striker with no budget at all. So if you haven't really got a budget, go and check that video out as well. Without further ado, let's get into this top 10. So starting off this list at number 10, we have an 82 rated Real Madrid striker, 3-star skill miss, 4-star weak foot, and that is Murata, and he is an absolute beast. He isn't like super OP in terms of like his pace. A lot of these players in this list will be OP because simply they are just so fast, and pace is kind of something that is the most difficult to defend against, or you feel like you have least control over. But this guy's just a beast at everything. Look at that strength, 87 strength, and he's also got the finishing, and he's got a decent amount of pace and dribbling stats and shooting, and he just basically has everything. He goes for 1,200 coins on the Xbox and 1,400 on the PlayStation as well, so he's super cheap. Tries to beat defensive line, which basically he's always moving, he's getting into good positions, and he's also got the speed dribbler trait, which is a weird trait to have for someone that doesn't have exceptionally high dribbling or high pace. So you do feel that on the ball, and that's why a lot of people will use him in their very expensive squads. Next up, we have Origi, and he is a 78 rated player, 4-star skills from the Premier League. I remember when FIFA first started, I actually used him quite a bit. Really OP, 800 coins on the PlayStation, 850 on the Xbox, but he doesn't have any traits, which is why you can see here the chemistry is set to basic. Again, 88 pace, 81 dribbling, so not quite as good or good at shooting or dribbling as Murata, but he does obviously have the pace. And I think that, as I said in the previously, like pace is just going to be one of the main factors in this list. But you can obviously play him in a Belgium team, Premier League squads, or some kind of hybrid because he does play for Liverpool, which is obviously a good team to have. You can get a lot of strong links and hyperlinks with other players. Moving into the number 8 spot, we have a player here only just making it as a gold player. Is 75 rated overall from Bundesliga, German, 4-star weak foot, 5'10", does feel very strong on the ball, even though he's only got 63 strength, or not even that without the chemistry boost. But he's very quick, 93 pace overall, 82 dribbling as well, which what I like about him, 4-star weak foot too. Shame he doesn't have 4-star skills. But, as I just said, I'd rather have the weak foot for foot champions, because a lot of the skill moves just don't work in FIFA 17. But yeah, super quick, good finisher. Next we have Danny Welbeck. As you can see, 80 rated overall, player for Arsenal, goes for 1,000 coins there or thereabouts, 950 on the PlayStation, and he's got 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. You will notice he does have high work rates, which I prefer him not to have. I wish he had like high low or something like that, or even high medium, but he's an engine. He likes to run around. He does track back quite a bit. He's got 88 pace, 84 dribbling, 79 shooting, 75 passing, 37 defending, and 82 physical stats. So he is an engine, and he is quite strong as well. He's got good physical stats there, which a lot of these strikers don't actually have, or that's something they do lack. Next up, we actually have another English striker from the Premier League, and that is Rushford. He's 4 ratings lower, 76 overall, but he does have a ton of pace to go along with that. So he's got 93 pace, 77 shooting, 70 passing, 84 dribbling, 35 defending, and 68 physical stats. Me personally, I haven't actually had a lot of luck with Rushford. I don't think he's that great, but when I go against him in another team, he seems to play amazingly. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same. Maybe you guys share the same opinion as me, but I put him quite high on this list simply because I find him such a pain to play against, and obviously for his price, he's exceptionally good. 1,600 coins from on the PlayStation and 1,400 on the Xbox. 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, 5'10", and he's got the high-low work rates, which Danny Welbeck did actually lack in. Next up, we have yet again another English striker from the Premier League, and I think it helps bring all the prices of all these players down just because there's so many different options this year. So again, tries to be defensive line, speed dribbler trait, and the speedster trait 94 pace overall, 79 dribbling, 77 shooting, 67 passing, 80 physical and 38 defending. So if I compare him to Rashford, I'd say he's stronger physically in terms of his actual strength. He does lack a little bit of agility, but he's still, got 86 agility, so it's not like he's shy of it or short of it. But he's a little bit quicker, and I think that's more consistent when you're playing FUT Champions. But again, that is totally down to my opinion. There's not much really in them. For the number 4 position, we've got another Premier League striker, but this time he is French and he's 81 rated, and he's the most expensive player in this list. I don't know why he's going for so many coins on the PlayStation, but it's 2,400 coins on the Xbox. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put him in this list because I think he is still quite cheap. 5,000 coins even on PlayStation is fairly cheap. Ideally, it would be good if he was down to about 2,000 or 3,000 so he could really match the title of this video. But I think you'll agree with me, we should all have about 5,000 coins for a striker in this game right now. But he's got 91 pace, 84 shooting, 71 passing, 79 dribbling, 37 defending, and 75 physical stats. 4-star skills, and he's just got strength. He's tall, he can win headers. He's got quite a bit of everything. His positioning is high, his finishing is high, and his shot power. A lot of these strikers will be really good at one of those things in the shooting category, but they might lack in positioning or they might lack in finishing but have good shot power. It's usually there's something that's lacking. But obviously he's 81 rated overall, which means that he's actually got quite a bit of everything. He's got 95 jumping as well, which is quite a big standout point. 6 foot, 95 jumping. Moving into the top 3, we've actually got a player here from the old Serie A league, or Calcio R, depends what you like to say, but he's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. His name is Murata, and he's been a beast for a good few years now. He was a silver, and he's got high low work rates, which is obviously good. 5'10", just shy of 6 foot, but he's got high agility, good ball control, dribbling. He's got good positioning as well. He's got 91 pace overall, 78 shooting, and 89 dribbling. So it's his dribbling that I'm really drawn to. If you compare him to someone like Rashford, Rashford has got all the pace, just like Muriel, but he doesn't quite have as good dribbling, and he doesn't have the skill moves. So that's why he's higher in this list. Obviously, he's in a league that's not quite as popular, but a team that you can build in the Serie A will be just as good as one you can build from the Premier League, in my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion. He's got tries to beat defensive line, flair, which is obviously good for those passes and finishing, different variables, speedster and speed dribbler, sorry, and the dribbler trait. In the number 2 spot, we have another Serie A striker, again for pretty much discard price. 91 pace, 87 dribbling, 78 shooting, 71 passing, and 70 physical. I don't really know which one to put 2 or 3. It doesn't really make a big difference, but in my opinion, I prefer using Niang. Again, just someone that's a little bit more consistent. He's got a bit more, it feels like he's got a bit more strength about him, and it's hard to push off the ball, but I like them both equally. 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot, so you can't tear him apart there. He does have high medium, whereas Muriel I think has high low, if I remember that right. I might have forgotten already, but lots of potential with him. 6 foot tall, and he's got the pace, got the shooting, got the dribbling. That's what you like to see. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we have 78 rated Musa. This guy is the cheap overpowered striker this year. I'm pretty sure that most of you will agree with me that he is the best overpowered cheap striker. So 95 pace overall, one of the quickest. He's got the dribbling stats, he's got 4-star skills. He's 5'9", so it is a little bit of a weakness, but because he's small, he's got 95 agility, 88 balance, and he's just got loads of insane in-game stats, and he just works really well. It's a shame he is like from Nigeria, which means it's going to be harder to put into like hybrids and stuff. If he was an English striker, he'd be a little bit more common and probably a bit more expensive, to be fair, but he's going for 1,600 on PlayStation and 1,200 on the Xbox console. So that is going to be the end of this top 10 overpowered cheap strikers for FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. As I said at the start, if I've missed someone out, or if you think there is someone that could have made this top 10, leave it in the comments. I know there's loads of strikers out there that are really cheap, but this is my personal top 10 that, as I said, played against these players, or I've used these strikers a lot myself, so I can vouch for them. But yeah, Musa is the king. He is an absolute beast, and because he's from Premier League, it's very easy to build a squad around him. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on the video, but also leave in the comments what top 10 you would like to see next. And without further ado, guys, I will see you later. Bye bye.